Mark Holodick, Senior Leadership Specialist with the Delaware Academy of School Leadership. I'd like to recommend a book titled The Short and Tragic Life of Robert Peace by Jeff Hobbs. It is a story about a young man who was born and raised in East Orange, New Jersey, a city just outside of Newark, New Jersey, an area considered unsafe by many standards and fraught with crime and drugs. Although his father was imprisoned for murder when Robert was 7, he was raised by a strong single mother and had a support network that included teachers, friends, and extended family. Robert did well in school and was recognized as gifted by his teachers, even attending the notable St. Benedict's Prep School. At a school event, Charles Cawley, a wealthy bank executive, for local listeners and Delaware readers, you'll remember Cawley was CEO of MBNA. He noticed Robert and provided him with the opportunity to attend Yale University, where he majored in molecular biophysics and biochemistry. Robert Peace graduated with honors from Yale in 2002 after rooming with the book's author for 4 years. So why the title of the book then? What happens and what goes wrong and why? Robert Peace's friend, Jeff Hobbs, delicately and strategically details just that as he explores the childhood, education, friendships, and experiences of Robert Peace prior to his murder at 30 years of age. That is where the mastery of the book and its lessons and message lie. In not just the experience of Robert Peace, but through the storytelling and sharing by friends and family. Hobbs develops enough trust and respect with those people to web together an account of the life of Robert Peace. And I use the word web purposefully to show the many effective and ineffective efforts with people and systems that support young people like Robert Peace. The book is a page turner and a nail biter. It leaves you heartbroken and with many questions. So why read it? Because for me and so many others, it, in its own unique way, affirms the work we are doing in an effort to support equity, access, and social justice. In fact, I, along with about 70 of my administrative colleagues in the Brandywine School District, did a book study and then had the opportunity to hear from and dialogue with the author in person. We set aside an hour and a half for the exchange, but the conversation continued for 2.5 hours and could have continued for many more given the time. Why? Because the book did what the author intended. It didn't approach the story with an agenda. Rather, it takes the reader on a journey with the main character, a character that you can't help but pull for. And through the minds and words of his many close friends and family that pulled for him so much more than any reader could, you experience and get to know Robert Peace. So, if you're an educational leader who is willing to push their thinking and advance their reflective thinking and is willing to simply grow from a book that will allow you to internalize it and personalize it, this is a read for you. To be clear, this book isn't presented as traditional research. It is a woven story of the life of a young man similar to the many we see in our schools each day. Thus, therein lies the immense value for practitioners and researchers who are charged with connecting practice to real life. Enjoy the read.
Thanks for checking out Dazzle Reads. What book or blog have you recently read that you recommend we check out next? Comment below. Learn more about Dazzle by visiting our website at www.dazzle.udel.edu or check us out on Twitter at @UD_Dazzle. See you next time.